Next comes the mechanism of action. Here you can see this is a tubular cell. On one side there is tubular fluid, on the other side there is interstitium. Now, where is carbonic anhydrase enzyme which is going to be targeted by these drugs? So carbonic anhydrase enzyme, it is located both in the lumen as well as in the cell, and both the sites will be targeted by these drugs. So first of all we will see what is the normal mechanism that is occurring in the cell of the proximal tubules. So here you can see on the apical side there is a sodium hydrogen exchanger, and this will cause sodium hydrogen exchange from the lumen. Now what happens that actually this bicarbonate ion which is present in the tubular lumen and it has come from the glomerular filtrate, it is not going to enter into the cell by itself. This bicarbonate is very poorly absorbed. So what happens that there is this carbonic anhydrase enzyme which will convert this bicarbonate ion into carbonic acid, and this carbonic acid will then go into water and carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide will then diffuse easily into the cell. So I am again repeating that bicarbonate ion is not going to get into the cell by itself. It is not, the cell is not permeable for bicarbonate ion. So the nature has given this enzyme which will convert the bicarbonate to carbon dioxide, and then carbon dioxide and water, they will easily diffuse into the cell. And what happens that inside the cell again there is a carbonic anhydrase enzyme present, and which will convert back them into carbonic acid, and this carbonic acid is going to diffuse into hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ion. So this is how bicarbonate will enter inside the cell. Now on the basal side you can see there is a sodium potassium ATPase. So it will cause sodium reabsorption, and also on the basal side there is bicarbonate and sodium transporter. So this is how sodium and bicarbonate will be reabsorbed from the tubular lumen into the interstitium. But what happens that when we are using carbonic anhydrase inhibitors, so this conversion of bicarbonate to carbon dioxide will be blocked. Now it cannot be converted to carbon dioxide, so it will not be reabsorbed. So they are going to decrease bicarbonate reabsorption and sodium reabsorption. So sodium bicarbonate reabsorption is going to be decreased in the tubular cell of the kidneys. So this is important to remember that I have told you before that not only they are targeting the renal cells, but they are also affecting the carbonic anhydrase which is causing bicarbonate secretion in the eyes as well as in the brain. So bicarbonate secretion over that two sides will also be decreased. So you should keep in mind that it is not only acting in the kidneys and affecting the bicarbonate secretion, but also it will affect the bicarbonate secretion in the eyes and in the brain also. So bicarbonate is going to be less reabsorbed. So this was the mechanism of action of the carbonic anhydrase inhibitors.